We're back now at 8 o'clock on a Wednesday morning. It's the 26th day of December, 2007. We've got some nice post-holiday people here out on Rockefeller Plaza. Nice to meet you as well. We've got the tree still lit. We've got the ice still frozen down on the rink. It's a great place to come during the holiday season. We hope you'll join us with your family over the next couple of weeks. Meanwhile, outside on kind of a windy, chilly morning, I'm Matt Lauer along with Ann Curry, who's here while Meredith's taking a little time off. Happy holidays, Meredith. Hope you're watching. Al as well. So happy holidays to you. How are you doing?
We also, however, conversely, we have some inspiration this morning because we're going to introduce you to a woman who has done amazing things. She's got Down syndrome, but she basically tries everything. And Tiki Barber spent some time with her and is going to bring us her story this morning.
I look forward to that. Also, do you spend time,
Pretty cool. And coming up next, an extraordinary woman who's also pretty cool, who's hoping to inspire others to push the limits of what they can accomplish. We're going to have her story right after this.
'Tis the season for family, and sometimes the love and support of your family can make all the difference. Today's Tiki Barber has a story of one woman who's doing her family very, very proud. Tiki, good morning. Happy holidays.
Good morning, man. Happy holidays to you. Well, the Gaffney family of Portland, Oregon has a lot to celebrate this year. Their daughter, Karen, attempted a monumental feat to swim the length of Lake Tahoe. The 9-mile swim is not for the faint of heart, and only a handful of people have done it, and most wouldn't even attempt it. But what makes this story truly unique is that on top of the daunting challenges of this kind of athletic feat, Karen Gaffney has other barriers to overcome. Take a look. In the pool, Karen Gaffney is an accomplished swimmer, spending hours at a time in the water.
Okay, Karen, that looked good. Let's do 100 now.
She was also part of a relay that swam the English Channel. She braved the cold of San Francisco's Alcatraz, and just this fall was attempting to swim the length of Lake Tahoe on the California-Nevada border.
From where we are right now, right behind the swimmers, we are 6.4 nautical miles away. We're in about 1,400 feet of water. The water temperature is just under 59 degrees. We've got a couple more hours left, but I think she's making great progress so far.
Swimming in open waters like these is a physical challenge for most. But this is by no means her only obstacle. Karen Gaffney has Down syndrome.
Okay, sweetheart, that's you now. Karen. All right, follow Ken. Keep up with him.
From day one, parents Barb and Jim Gaffney have never let the genetic disorder limit Karen, starting with early intervention when she was just a baby.
We truly do stand on the shoulders of the generation before us. They're the ones who got the laws passed to make education possible. They're the ones who said no to institutions.
Atta girl. She's fine now. It's warmer in the water than it is here.
You get Karen into swimming, and you push her in ways that most people would turn away from. Has this been healing for her?
Just watching her in the pool and watching her around other kids, the water became an equalizer for her. It transformed her.
Call that the Karen kick. She can arch her back enough, and that right leg is the only one she kicks with. Her left leg's crippled. All her power is in her arms. She's more comfortable in the water than she is on land. She swims faster than she walks. She's higher than a kite right now.
At first, she didn't realize that she was different than everybody else. She just takes everything in stride and kind of takes it with the same attitude and just goes after it.
How many surgeries have you had on your hip?
I would say around 4 or 5, something like that.
When was the last one?
When I was 15 years old.
I am pleased to introduce Miss Karen Gaffney.
And if that's not enough, she formed the Karen Gaffney Foundation.
And thank you, Scott. Good evening.
With the hopes of helping people with Down syndrome push the limits of what they can accomplish. What's the power in sharing your story?
To show people that we're more like everyone else and we are different. We want to be treated the same way as everyone else.
You get the feeling sometimes that people want to feel bad. You don't want them to feel bad for you. Why not?
Because I just want to show them that, you know, I can do a lot of things, but I really still put hearts and minds to it.
What about the one where you said...
Karen and her work partner, Bree Meyer, travel the country, giving presentations about swims and spreading the importance of inclusion. This time, they visited Misericordia University in Wilkes-Barre, Pennsylvania, giving hope to parents just starting out.
My daughter's 4. I read some stuff just 4 years ago. Some of the literature was, start looking now for a good group home. You know, like, oh my goodness.
You know, these are not people who need to be insulated. These are people that need to be embraced by society.
You said this earlier, and Karen said it too. We need to change the data.
Right, exactly.
About Down syndrome.
We need to shine a light on the many, 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 many Karen Gaffneys that are all around the country that are just achieving things that nobody thought would be possible 30 years ago.
Like conquering the 9-mile swim across Lake Tahoe, while inspiring the next generation of families affected by this condition.
People are definitely going to look at people with Down syndrome differently after this. When Finley was born 2 years ago, I don't think I envisioned this kind of thing for him, but now I think anything's possible.
To see someone who could easily feel sorry for themselves or complain about, you know, how they got shortchanged and all that, and then they do the things that she does, I mean, how do you help but be inspired by it?
How you feeling, Karen?
Great. Oh my gosh. Look at that.
And although Karen has no plans to hang up her swim goggles, she has come to her senses about swimming in these cold waters. Her next challenge in 2008 is to swim the Maui Channel in Hawaii.
It's a lot more comfortable, the water.
Exactly.
A lot warmer than 59 degrees. I just love what the parents with babies with Down syndrome had to say about it. Now they look at what's possible for their children in a completely different way.
Well, and that's exactly what Barb and Jim were talking about when they said we need to change the data. Don't put them in an institution. Don't feel sorry for them. Just believe in them and push them.
That's a great story. Tiki, thanks.
Thank
Happy holidays again to you. And by the way, if you'd like to learn more about the Karen Gaffney Foundation, you can check out our website at todayshow.com. Coming up, end of the year advice on putting a little extra cash in your pockets. But first, these messages and your local news.
Today, the first morning show ever is still the best.